Yo guys in the chat, if you're there. Oh mate, bit tired. Is anyone else going to be racing? I think he's in our league, isn't he? A few people online, they're not racing. Okay. Right, ready up guys. Hello Jens. It's going to be an interesting one. Apologies if I am sniffing a bit because I've been ill since the football last Saturday. We are doing 50%. 12 is fine. Anything less than 12 is 35. So yep. Is it? Well, I'll look on Discord if in case anyone comes late. I mean, there's always a chance of that. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on Discord as well. Oh, yeah, this should be interesting. I'll have to mute myself occasionally. Let's see what it says. We're not doing... 12 is fine for 50%. Less than 12. 12's alright. 12 or more. For just a normal distance. It's fine. Right. Hang on, I'm just having a look. Yeah, just do 50, right. Right. It's raining and qualifying. What? What? Nah, I did not do this. I did not do this. Nah. It's like Qatar, innit? It's raining in the desert. Nah, what is this curse, bro? What is this curse? Ha! Oh, Jens. Well then, let's say hello to the drivers. And good evening and welcome back to CLR Friday, round 17 from the Jeddah Corniche circuit in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Always fast and flowing. The Challenge of Jeddah will be highly anticipated by our drivers tonight, especially with rain in qualifying. Now, that's something I haven't seen in Jeddah before. Rain in Jeddah. Yeah. The driver's title has a great chance to be secured, with Hump needing to avoid being outscored by Hobnob by 2 points. Will it be secured tonight? Well, that's a very good chance, I'd say. At Bahrain, Hump's racecraft and this class was shown once again with a P8 to P1 victory. So will Jeddah be the title race for Hump, or will the party be delayed? Well, we'll have to see, eh? It's raining at Jeddah. I mean, has anyone seen this before? Rain at Jeddah. This must be one of the most unlikely tracks, so obviously, up there with Bahrain, Qatar, up there with Bahrain, Qatar, and also Abu Dhabi. It has to be. But then we have the Drift Master Lemmy, so yeah, this sort of condition will be nice for Lemmy, I think. He could get on. Is it going to be raining for the whole session? That's going to be interesting. Yeah, I've never seen rain in Jeddah. It's a curse. It has to be a curse. Anyway, let me in the beautiful Sauber car. Let's see what the great flying drifting Dutchman can do. Let's now go on board from the last corner. Let's see what a wet lap at Jeddah looks like. Wow, this is interesting, isn't it? Anyway, Levy gets on the way. Let's put telemetry on for a qualifier. I wonder what gear he's going to use for turn 1. Oh, let's see. I'll see. Has anyone actually done any wet laps at Jeddah? I don't think so. Anyway, he uses second gear through there, controls the car nicely, shifts up early to third, little drift on the exit of 2. Now through 3, that's supposedly turn 3. Turn 4 doesn't hit the inside wall like Jens will later in the race. As he goes through the flat corners of 5 and 6. Now through 7, 8. And there's about a million corners in this section. Apparently it goes from 10 to 12 here. Oh my word, what was that? Was that a flying Sauber on the curb? That looked very strange. But anyway, let me do the 36.6 for the first sector in the Sauber car. Nice controlled at the moment. Is Hump knows at turn 1. It's Lemmy, currently the first driver on the lap. That looked very weird on the curb. Out of, let's see which corner that was. That was turn 11, the Mick Schumacher corner, or the Mick Schumacher curb, I could say. Anyway, Psycho Lemmy, he's on his way and drifting his way through turn number 22. One moment, I just need to check this. And now we have Lemmy coming towards turn 27 in the Sauber car. We see he's come up to the wall slightly, not much Max Verstappen did in the year 2021. Lemmy cuts the line as much as possible, goes for 37.6, so the lap times are slightly down on what you'd expect here, but not the most. We have Karuma gonna get a slipstream from his teammate. Now, this is a very interesting condition that will shape the field up, and I'm sure maybe a Karuma or someone like that could get a lap time which shocks the field. He did a very nice race in Bahrain. He was fighting very hard, very good battling from him. He goes lap. We now have Nathan, he goes P2, and Blow is slightly off 81 thousandths to be exact. There's now going to be a Haas car. That is, no, MJB is invalidated, but there's a Haas car on the lap. That's Boomba. Boomba out of the final corner and crosses the line to get as much position as possible. Well, as much optimal line as possible. Goes P3. So that's 1 second off the pace. I want to see I want to see Ricardo. Ricardo looking very well. This is looking like a good start by Mercedes because they've got two drivers compared to the one of Williams in today. So there's a lot of drivers not here today. Ricardo goes P4, nice lap. Jens did go P5. The field spread at the moment is quite big, but it's wet Jeddah, and I've never seen it before. It's mental. I don't know how it's decided to start raining. Lemmy was doing a cool down, so we catch Yaz, the American driver who finished P2 in Baku as his best result, has been getting even more consistent and getting the higher positions as the season has gone. P6 right now. Finsick. So the V-carb. Finsick was P5 after penalties. It goes P9 with that lap. And now here comes the championship leader. Not the championship winner, I was about to say that. Goes P3. That would be a very stupid thing to say already. Here comes the championship challenger as well. Or he's going to come into the pit lane. Very drifty. Well, MJB is going to complete a lap. Will this be provisional pole for MJB? Goes P3. So that's a decent lap time to start up. I wonder how long the rain is going to last. When will it be switching to dry? Because you'd think when the rain stops, it's going to switch very quickly. Because obviously the track's going to have a lot of temperature. And the Drift Master then is taking us through a lap of Jeddah. He is 2 temps down, just under 2 temps down on his time. Psycho Lemmy, always looking good in that Sauber. I just need to take a moment to see. I wasn't getting a notification from him. Good. So a bit of a distraction, but Lemmy is into the pit lane. Are the tyres dead already? Now that might be actually a fair point. The tyres may have completely fallen off already. Finsick's on a better lap here. He's 2.5 seconds up through that second sector split. Now coming through the last corner. The Flying Finn is going to put a lap time on the board. His first lap was for P11 and his second lap is P1. Nice lap indeed. That puts him 37.4 provisional pole at this moment. I hope nothing too significant has just occurred. A little break. 1 second for that. But Boomba, he's 6 temps up on his lap. He's going to cross the line now. And let's see where he goes. It's going to be P6 still. Improve the lap time. Behind there is going to be Jens improving to P7. So that's, well, his, like, very average position, let's just say, for his races. But Jens, P7. He'll want to be higher, obviously. And let's see the chat now. Oh, hello, Nanny. He says Dane Jeans. Or Dane Jeans to be P7, eh? Or P8. That must be incredible. No, Natan's out. Natan's hit the wall. Want to get a view there. Yep, crash. He's absolutely binned it out of the Mick Schumacher corner. That's a big shunt. Big shunt. That is that's not a good one for him. Obviously, you don't want to see that sort of thing happen. But it's happened to him, and he's obviously smashed that car into the wall. So he is out of qualifying. Right, this qualifying session has actually flown by, and wow, looks like he has given a slight toe, it seems, to Finsick. And is that going to be hump cross line? Goes P1. That's a good lap. That's a decent lap. That's 37.3. Now, obviously, Hump in the Mercedes is on for the title. Needs to outscore Hobnob by 2 points. Now, I did screw it up earlier slightly, the calculations for the title, because I for some reason I thought that this race was there was going to be another round after this, and I don't know why. But yeah, that was actually the title. Well, the title. That was his Hobnob's. No, Hump's title ramifications for Bahrain. I never actually posted that Bahrain, but actually, yeah, that's Hump's situation today. It's just got to be 2 points, and if he outscores Hobnob by any amount, finishes ahead, he will be the champion. There's no disputing that. As Cyclemi is currently on the lap. I'm sure he'll be enjoying this sort of condition. I mean, he loves the drifting as Finsick improves his lap into the 36s. So that's a nice lap for Finsick, who drove, let's just say, Finsick, he won the race at Zandvoort in a fully wet race, so maybe this sort of condition suits him. And obviously he raced in Bahrain and received a P5. Well, he did finish P6 on track, but due to a Jens penalty, got promoted to P5. So Finsick will be hoping for races like Zandvoort, let's just say. As there's going to be a slipstream from the Saubers. As Lemmy going to go P1 here. Oh, he misses out by just under a tenth. And 93 thousandths then. So Lemmy is very close and he's on the par here. It looks like it could be a nice race between Finsick and Lemmy. Imagine it's a wet race. I don't think it will be, but that's going to be an interesting condition. So this is going to be very interesting then to see who will get pole. It's going to be very difficult to call it. Pole position. I don't think really you can say a lot for pole. Like who's going to get pole here? It's very difficult to call. And I would be very interested to see who can get that lap. Will someone take a gamble on slicks perhaps? That's always a possibility. So yeah, Finsick into the pit lane. And let's go Boomba. Out lap. So I think is Lemmy is doing cooldown laps, isn't he? Yeah, cooldown. So we'll just watch for Boomba then, and he'll take us for a lap of Jeddah in the wet. It looks like it's going to be dry condition though. The track's drying pretty massively. But let's see Boomba then. The rain has stopped, it looks like, so it's going to be one lap of dry, I think. Boomba into turn 1. Those tyres are going to absolutely melt, and he's invalidated. So he needs to get back to the pits and get a set of softs on. Yeah, there's going to be one soft lap here, I would assume. Hobnob's going to come in and put the slicks on. It's got to be the slicks. That track looks bone dry now, but yeah, as soon as the rain stops, the track dries. And to be fair, that is reflective of Jeddah because it's a desert. And, well, we've had a short piece of rain. Well, is Jeddah a desert? I don't think so, but Saudi Arabia, mostly a desert. It's the Arabian Peninsula. Then we see Lemmy absolutely drifting. Drifting more. And that curb. That first sector be 1 second up from what he did previously. As the Cycle Lemmy out turn 13. Looking very decent and handy on this lap. As he now comes into the right-hander there. That right-hander is turn 15 through 16. Now, this is, like I say, usually there's 13, 14, 15 corners on the track. But here there's 27 corners, so I'm going to probably miss out. This is 22. That is the corner that all the drivers in Formula 1 hated when they started coming here. Well, yeah, but there's a lot of big accidents at that corner. Charles Leclerc, I can remember. Lance Stroll, obviously, Lance Stroll. Yeah, just quite a few shunts through there, and they're pretty costly ones as well. Mick Schumacher and the... No, not Mick Schumacher, it was Nikita Mazepin, wasn't it? Yeah, Mazepin. Oh, I don't know how I mentioned Mazepin, but yeah, he's been mentioned on the stream. Anyway, Kuruma is the first driver doing the outlap. Now, obviously, everyone's going to get slicks. Obviously, it's got to be slicks in this condition. So I wonder what Kuruma, what his lap time could be. Because if he does get a slick lap on, he will definitely go P1. He will definitely be P1. There's no questioning that. But what can the American driver do? And obviously, he did pick up P9 in Bahrain. That was a very strong result, I have to say. He battled very well. He was going for P4 at one point in the race. He was fighting his utmost best, and you got to commend him for that. DRS enabled. Well, obviously it's slicks. It was slicks anyway. It looked the track was bone dry when the rain stopped. So he's going to get a pole here in the dry conditions for the end of qualifying. So let's now see Kuruma. DRS is open. And let's go on board with the American. Let's just stick with this onboard cam. It's a very calm turn one, it seems. Felt very pedestrian pace as he now comes out of turn 3. Apparently that's a corner. I don't believe that. Turn 4. Well, we could call that the Jens wall because he's crashed there so many times in the past. It's like, well, he's due another meeting with that wall, isn't he? It's the 2nd of May, and Jens is due for a meeting there. Well, could say, and it looks horrendously laggy. I'm sorry about that. Let's just go off board for now. Kuruma then switches it into turn 13. It looked like a correction there, but it's probably just the lag. But yeah, Kuruma is controlling his car on this lap. Now, this is going to be a fastest lap. We'll actually switch to blow if Kuruma. Once Kuruma completes this lap. But now he's going to get DRS potentially, slipstream from the Mercedes, hump for Ricciardo. He now brings it to 22. 22 looks nice through there, didn't look any worse. And DRS wide open again. 2 cars down at the end of this lap, and that's just enough by the Haas car to get out of the way. As Kuruma swings it through turn 27. He's going to get a slipstream here from the Sauber car. DRS wide open then. Kuruma to the line. It's going to be P1, and it is a 36.0. Right, let's go on board with Blow. He's just stopped in the middle of the corner, Boomba. Anyway, I believe someone spun at turn 1 as well. But we're going to keep watching with Blow. This guy's been in great form, isn't he? I haven't had the chance to really mention him so far during qualifying, but we are mentioning him now. He won the race, the Thursday tier race in Canada yesterday, and he also won his first Friday race earlier this season in Singapore. So obviously, Blow has been impressing recently, and this could be one of his tracks to take a win perhaps, or a really good result, because Blow in the Red Bull is one that, obviously, those 2 tracks I mentioned are street tracks. Well, technically Canada is a street track. But Blow completes the lap then, crosses the line. It's into the 33s, a 33.7. Next driver will be a Ferrari. MJB is currently 3 seconds up on his time. Purple Point I was saying this guy is probably going for pole. Well, it's very likely him. He's very, very fast in qualifying, MJB, as he now brings it through the supposed corners there on that straight. Through 27, didn't look overly drifty or oversteery. It looks quite stable. Goes P1 with a 32.8. That's an 8/10 advantage. Right, Lemmy next. It's just going to be last man over the line, isn't it? So Lemmy goes P2. Next driver is Finsick. Onto the front row. Hobnob goes provisional pole. Is that going to be Humph behind? Doesn't improve. As Jens is now going to take it through the last corner. Could it be potential pole for Jens? Jens is going to get DRS open at this moment. Crosses the line. P6. As we have Kuruma is actually on another lap. Well, he's not on a lap. So that's your grid then, because everyone's taken the flag. And Hobnob, who needs to get the points today, has got pole position. So that's going to absolutely massively helping in that ambition to keep the championship chance alive. So yeah, Hobnob with a very nice lap, and that puts him on pole. We like Shush Face, pole position for Hobnob. And then we have MJB on the front row, Finsick P3, P4 for Lemmy, P5 for Hump, Jens P6, P7 for Blow, Crewmat will be starting 8th, Boomer 9th, Ricardo 10th, 11th for Yaz, and 12th for Natan, who did crash out earlier in the session, but it will be an interesting one to keep our eye on. I did see some of Boomer in the qualifying. It was literally stopped in the last corner. I think he may have made contact with someone on the wall. Jens takes it. We didn't hit the wall. Well, mate, you're going to have to outscore Mercedes by yourself. No, to be fair, Mercedes Humph has been absolutely incredible this season. Let's see what Jens can do. He won't battle the Mercs. Nah, you will, mate. You'll be fine. You'll be fighting some people. You'll be in the race. But anyway, let's now give some dedications to Jeddah. Commercial 60. Callum is not here. Now I can't really. Well, I can just get Discord up and I'll tell them it's already up in a bit. So I am going to now see the stats Jeddah just in a moment. Once. No. Well, you never know. I mean, to be fair, you never got to give eventually. Eventually. Maybe never. That'll be interesting. Right, let's just say 26 past, ready up is alright. Because Callum is not around today, so he'll be alright. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So now we have. Yeah, they can ready. Yen says, George, pray with me. We won't hit term 3. Do you mean term 4? Apparently there is a corner called turn 3 just before that corner you're talking about, so yeah. Apparently it's turn 4, mate. Well, that's what the track map because you know out of turn 1, turn 2 there's a kink which is apparently classed as turn 3. That is not a corner. No, it isn't a corner. I know that. But in the track map it's classed as turn 3. There's loads of those kinks at this track that are classed as corners. So why on earth would you have 27 corners on this track? It does baffle me, to be honest. Right, so we're going to have a different race today. There's obviously not as much drivers, but it should be interesting anyway, because Jeddah is always a track that provides mediums for everyone except Kuruma. Now, that's a very straightforward strategy. I would say medium hards is pretty default. Oh, I wouldn't recommend really starting on the... Oh, what has Nathan done? He's just overtaken everyone on the Formula. So now he's leading the race. Well, he just wants to be P1, I guess. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Right. So I'm going to quickly go through track stat. So 27 corners here. I count 16 to the left and 11 to the right. Overtaking spots will be turn 1 and T27, I'd say. Safety car risk. Just look at the track and then figure. It's high. Obviously. CLR Saudi winners. Sleepy Sloth won Season 1 and Season 2. And the Season 3 first they went to Lone Star. Who no longer races here. Season 3 Friday, Beyond, and Season 4 Thursday was Hobnob. So only one previous winner race day, because Beyond that obviously picked up a race ban for penalty points. And then the track length is 6.174 kilometres, or 3.836 miles, and 25 laps of racing here. So what is going to happen today in Jeddah? And I have to give my top 3 predictions. I think Hobnob will win. I'm going to say Hump will finish second. And third place... third... It's difficult. I think Finsick. Yeah, I'll just go Finsick for P3. Anyway, the drivers are now lining up into a grid position. Obviously, Nathan led them around. Was he really meant to do that? Oh, nah, not really. He shouldn't really overtake on the form lap, but yeah, let's now get ready for 25 laps of Jeddah. Because that's 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights. And it's going Jeddah. So, look like a decent getaway by MJB. Is going to be on the inside, challenging Hobnob into turn 1. Hobnob assertive, late braking. But MJB goes around the outside into turn 2. They're going to remain side by side through 3. Big spin at the back. Is that going to be a saved car already? Looks like side by side into turn 4. Hobnob and MJB go side by side then through turn 5 into 6. Contact made. Hobnob holds the inside. This is brilliant racing action into the first sector of Jeddah, and Hobnob holds the place. And that's fantastic racing here at the start in Jeddah. But now we see Lemmy wanted to get involved in this. But this is absolutely brilliant stuff. Hobnob, great assertive defending through that first sector. It looks like we lost some drivers at the back. And obviously Jens went around and Nathan as well. Looked like Nathan spun. But at the moment we have Hobnob in the lead. MJB currently P2. P3 Lemmy. Blow's made a good start. Finsick drops places. Kuruma into 6th. Soft tyres are working. We'll keep an eye on this battle, of course. If the train develops. Hump lost places on the first lap. Importantly, did he lose front wing as well? I want to see that. Yeah, he did lose front wing. That's obviously quite big in the context of this championship battle side by side. It's going to be Boomba looking for that P6 with Kuruma, and he's going to use his ERS in it. He's going to use it. We're going to see a little more fighting for P4 here. It's going to be P3, isn't it? Because it looks like Finsick's going for it. Lemmy as well. Dive bomb into turn 1 as Finsick. Lemmy tries to hold position, of course. There's a spin for Blow. Blow has gone round turn 1 and he's hit the wall as well. He's lost a bit of his wing. So that's frantic stuff here at Jeddah. A lot of places are changing early on here. It's always changeable here at Jeddah. But let's see, Hump obviously keeping up for P5. At the moment, the championship would not be won if these positions stick, as Lemmy goes into P3 there through turn 13. Nice racing here at the start in Jeddah. Very lot of battles. As we have reaction in the chat, but it's side by side here. Boomba and Kuruma. Boomba then gains the place on Kuruma. The soft tyres potentially struggling early on. Well, it is a possibility here at Jeddah, as Jens did box for hard tyres. Now we'll have a look at the chat in a minute, mate, but the focus is on the fights. That looks like Boomba's going using the track limits there. But let's see, it looks like the top 5 are all within DRS. As we see MJB then going towards turn 27 first. So it's a move for MJB, and Hobnob will be P2 now. So obviously we'll keep an eye on the championship shortly. But that's MJB in the lead. It didn't look like a fight back was possible. Oh, there's a car going straight on, and that's the Haas of Boomba. And that was close to Nathan. It was a bit. Looks like there was an incident with Jens and Nathan. It says, Jens said in the chat, Nathan spun me. That's very unlucky for Jans. He's currently P12. Mercedes are 5th and 6th at the moment. Obviously, they've not had the cleanest and best start. I have to say, well, they have kept it in the positions, but, well, obviously, we see that lead Mercedes of Humph with front wing damage. That's not going to help his race. But if he can stay in the DRS, he's still got every chance of finishing in a high position. It looks like the top 5 are staying within DRS. We're now going to see a move, aren't we? Blow is going to look for a 22, turn 22, outside there. No. Not at all. Well, he's now seeing the move for P1. Hobnob is going to retake position at MJB. It's a very simple DRS pass on towards turn 27. A nice move, though, for Hobnob. Blow then gets past Ricciardo. So he's lost a place there. And it's going to be Karuma looking for an overtake as well. Let's go on board. Well, I think it's just going to be a DRS switch here with Ricciardo and Blow. If Ricciardo sends it, but I think he's not got enough ERS at that point. Doesn't happen. No. I need to stop that. Right. Sorry about that. I had a notification say download started, and I don't want that during the race because that's going to affect the server. So, back to the lead. I'm trying to stay as enthusiastic as possible as always. Obviously, I've got a bit of a cold. It doesn't help today. But this battle for P1 continues, and Humph is just able to stay within a second. He's dropped out of a second now. That's going to be important if he has. It looks like it's not going to happen. Well, he's still got DRS, but he has dropped out of a second. So he's going to lose it at the next detection point. So, yeah, that wing damage probably being the reason. Oh, has he still got it? No, he has not got it anymore. So that's very important for the context of that their races. Side by side into the last corner, actually. MJB looks to the outside of their Hobnob. They go 2 by 2 as it's MJB getting the lead, but it's going to be made 3 wide by the Drift Master Lemmy, going on the inside of both Hobnob and MJB. No, it wasn't both in the end because Hobnob kept P1, and Lemmy has gained a place though out of that into P2. Nice overtake from Lemmy. Just saw the opportunity and took it. That's of course what you got to do. But it has helped Humph back into the second. That little bit of battling. We have a 4-second gap to the train for P6. Blow is leading that train. Obviously, Blow just doing all he can here. Because, well, obviously when the guys ahead have got DRS and they're training each other ahead, it's going to be a difficult day in the office. Yellow flag. Okay, so that's a safety car because Nathan has crashed at turn 12, I believe that was. So, yeah, he's just gone right into the wall out of that corner, in the same corner as qualifying, to be fair. So that's first retirement of the race. Jens, that's going to help him. He's going to be able to get back up. I would say that helps Blow as well, and it's also going to help Humph because he'll be able to change that front wing. But would he want to change that front wing? Because he's going to lose places if he does, because probably Blow might change his wing as well. Ricciardo would let Humph go because they're teammates. Yaz wouldn't want to let him go anyway. We see pit stops now. I think everyone's going to come in. Yeah, everyone's in, I think. It's got to be, I think. It's obviously the right call at this stage of the race. We've got 20 laps, or it'll be 18 or 19 on the hard. I think they will comfortably do that. So Hobnob will lead. He keeps the lead, in fact. Maybe some change in the pits. Finsick and MJB changing the pits. I think maybe the Ferrari got held up there slightly by cars coming in. We saw Humph. Does that change the wing? Yes, he changed his front wing and he's kept P5. So that's important for him because now he's got his downforce back. Yaz has gained place in the pits as a result of some wing change. Yeah, Blow did change his wing as well. It is obviously the right call to change a front wing. Ricardo would have been held up by his teammate, obviously, because he had to change his front wing. Right. So now we see Nala Puse in the chat. Average Jens position left. Well, his normal position in this league is about 7th or 8th. Nice trailer. Yeah, I did see that turn 1. But yeah, under the safety car as well. I mean, that's not what you want under the safety car. But everyone's together. I mean, we might see the safety car in this lap, to be fair. Yeah, Jens. How could you cut the corner on the safety car? That's a bit embarrassing, I can't lie. But anyway, 11 left in the race because Nathan retired. That's why the safety car is out. Crashed at turn 12. Finsick is just keeping up at the minute. Of course, keeping up. We'll want to put the pressure on, of course. So then we're going to see, would it be in this lap? Well, I think it would be a late call, wouldn't it? I don't think it's going to be in this lap. If it's in this lap, that's the latest call. It might actually be... Oh, there's going to be another lap of safety car. So, I think that line is the latest. The safety cars are allowed to come in this game. Well, they're coded to come in, obviously, at a certain point. In real life, it would be at the split between Sector 2 and Sector 3. And normally it is in this game, but it can go to that safety car line. That's what it is. The safety car line 2, I believe. The lights are usually out at the last chicane. Well, I've seen otherwise. I've seen in the past that line. And that caused absolute chaos in that race. I'm going to have a quick drink of water. Yeah, my voice is not doing very well. But I soldier on. I've got to keep commentating. So I do enjoy it. I love it. And obviously there's been some excellent races. That first lap battle between Hobnob and MJB was just phenomenal. That first set, they went side by side for the whole first sector. You don't see that every day. So that's two very clean and respectful drivers. Because not every day you see that. So, we are ready then for probably safety car will be in at the split into sector 3. So yeah, we do need to keep our eye on the championship permutations. So obviously Humph must avoid losing 2 points to Hobnob. Now, will he lose 2 points to Hobnob right now? Yes. Because first we'll get Hobnob 23, and who's got the fastest lap? Safety car will be in that. Yeah, he's got the fastest lap as well, so 24, and P5 is 12, so that's 13. No, it's 12. 12-point swing at the minute. Championship lead is 74, goes down to 62. But the permutations will be easier next week for Humph, which will obviously be calculated a bit better during the week. Anyway, the safety car's coming this lap. So, enough waffle for me. Let's see some more racing. Hobnob's gone. He's gone, as I said that. That was a very close to the... Well, he's gone over the line, Zemi. But you see into turmoil, will it be a dive bomb? Let's look behind. Oh, there is going to be a move. It's got Boomer and Jens fighting through the first corner. The second corner, space is provided. And Jens has made a smooth... As Lemmy go for a move. Lemmy's going for the move into turn 4. He gets through on Hobnob. As Lemmy does take the lead. Did he catch him napping, or a mistake from Hobnob has given the lead to Lemmy? Driftmaster with a nice overtake. Admittedly, we weren't fully watching on board, but we did see that side by side through turn 4. A lot of nice overtakes for the first sector today. They're going to be side by side then for P6, Yaz and Blow. Turn 13 move for Blow. But at the moment, they're all staying in the train, as you would expect, under the safety car restart. As the DRS will be opening shortly, next lap, to be exact. Will we see a move from the likes of Blow? Well, we'll have to see. Oh, that was a Sauber going very wide at turn 22. Lost ground. Hump's looking for a move on MJB. That's going to be an ERS move. Very simple. It's going to be a move on Finsick as well at the last corner. Doesn't get a good enough exit. Finsick was wide, but that did help on the exit. So now we look towards T1. That's going to be a move, isn't it? Finsick going for it. Oh, Hobnob's going for it. He's pressed Hobnob into a move on the Lemmy. It's a nice overtake. And the fighting continues with Finsick now moving to second. So Lemmy's lost 2 places as a result there. As we now proceed through the first sector of Jeddah. And some very lovely battling here, it has to be said, with some very jumpy Saubers. In qualifying, I have to look at that later, but that car was absolutely rocketing on that curb. It was like he was flying. That would be a funny screenshot. But yeah, we now continue to look ahead. Now MJB is getting close in the corners, and obviously Hump made a move on the last lap on him. So obviously at the moment it's still going to be to next week. But the DRS has been open right now. And is there going to be a move? No, it's not going to be a move for MJB. Not possible at this point. As we now see the DRS open on MJB's car. Actually, look ahead, because Lemmy was going for a move, but Finsick has held position. As Hump is going very inside at turn 27, compared to some of the other drivers who just let it slide through that corner, or just let the car drift wide and get some more momentum and more exit speed. Everyone's in the train. It's lovely to see. There's going to be more overtakes, isn't it? It's going to be battling at the back between Boomba and Jens. Boomba, 9 Jens, nice space provided once again. Nice battling between these FIA members. And Jens holds position. He's not crashed there yet, so, you know, that's a bonus for Jens, isn't it? It's a bonus for Jens. But no, I don't really want to take the piss out of him, because he's racing quite well with Boomba and now needs to look ahead. Boomba, I think, may have the pace, but Jens' defending is very nice. So Lemmy has looked very strong this race. I had a nice fight with him yesterday in Canada. There was the battle for P4, and he did retire midway in the race when he came in the pit lane, but we had a nice little fight until that point. Just some nice battling, me and him, and Yatan as well, until Contact Model decided to screw it up. But now we continue watching this lovely race here in Jeddah. DRS open for Finsick. Finsick could go for a second win today. That would be a nice one for him. Hobnob is looking quite comfortable in that P1 at the moment. Looking behind, that's a move. Blow looked on the inside of MJB. MJB losing places. Bit of contact on the straight. That's always very sketchy. They've made side by side. It's going to be a move for P1. Let's keep an eye on this one. We go 2 by 2 by 2. That's Hobnob on the outside. And all contact. It was a bit trigger happy on the throttle, as it's a bit flickery. Battling continues though. I'll have to pause quickly. Pause, sorry. It's just there's some download going on my device, and every time it just resumes, it's going to lag the race slightly, so I don't want that to happen. We're not missing much. We did miss some moves for Boomba, actually. He's in the P8. Unfortunately, that happens. When you share a PlayStation with other people. Yeah. We're going to see, well, actually, Hump made positions. Or we did miss some things then, unfortunately. But the focus remains here with Hump. looking at his title rival, of course. So if he can make the move and stay in P1, obviously Hobnob needs to outscore him by 2 points to stay in the championship. Hump needs to avoid being outscored by 2 points. Then this battle will continue to Mexico. But if Hump finishes ahead, it will be finished tonight. And the DRS is open. It's looking like a move here into turn 1, isn't it? Is it going to go for the move on the inside? He's going to have a look. He looks on the inside. And he goes side by side through 1 into 2. As Vincic is there as well. But it's going to be side by side into turn 4. Are they going to go side by side? Will they dare? No. It's very respectable racing with Hump and Hobnob. Of course, always very respectful racing in this Friday tier. This front battle has been excellent. Oh, very wide by Hobnob. Hump on the inside of turn 13. It'll be a stylish overtake, isn't it? He wants it. He wants to move. Hobnob stays there through 13. It's going to be into 14, then to 15. So this is the championship, boys. Side by side in the 15. Contact. Very big contact. It looked like something flew off. Sorry, guys. Something flew off. Oh my word, I'm really struggling with my throat. Anyway, we keep our eyes on that fight for the lead. Lemmy's going to make position, isn't he? He's going to go for them all. He's going to go for them all. 3 positions on a straight, maybe. Oh, big bump, big bump. That's not space for 3 wide. That's not a space for 3 wide. And it's also not a space for wheel hooking. And I'm not sure who's to blame there. Right, side by side remains at turn 1. Hump and Hobnob continue this fight. Hump and Hobnob really want to fight on, of course. It's racing. It's what we all come to see. It has to be Hobnob backing out there. He wanted to go side by side. Did he receive a car's whip? Well, you have to consider through that corner. Going side by side through there is fatal normally. It's normally very fatal to go side by side through there. Now that wheel hooking down the straight was crazy between Blow and Finsick. But the fight continues. Mercedes are on for very good points at the minute. 1st and 5th. And Hump, this guy's got like some magic touch or something. Because everything he does in this league is just going to gold. The gold touch, perhaps. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. Let me get to 3 seconds for track limits. It's never good at Jeddah. I say this track is very difficult normally for track limits. And there's a switch then for P1. I do apologise, guys. I'm actually really struggling with my throat today. Anyway, Hump is going to get an exit out of turn 27. Going towards turn 1. Is it going to be a move for Hump? He's going to look at the outside. He's going to look at the outside. He's always got an eye on that move. But Hobnob defends it very nicely. It's just a solid defence. NJB's back into the top 3. That train has broken up a bit, obviously, due to that incident. But yeah. My word. The throat is getting terminal, isn't it? Right. Bit of crazy lagging a little bit. Would they actually go side by side through there? No. Boomer and Blow. These two have a bit of a friendship, don't they? Or do they know each other? For some reason, from what I heard from Boomer before, maybe they know each other or something. Like before the league. But anyway, if they're friends, they're frenemies because they're racing each other here. So will Blow look for a move out of down this straight into 27. We're going to actually switch the leaders because Hump is looking in the inside of turn 27. Oh, nearly contact. It was very close. It was a bit laggy through there, unfortunately. Who's going to get the DRS first? Neither. Neither of them got DRS. It's going to be 4 wide. Hobnob defends. Was that a visual error? He's gone on. He's gone on at turn 1. And that's allowed MJB into the lead. But will Hobnob take the place on the outside of turn 4? Oh, that's close. That's contact through there. Oh, that was nearly close to at least 2 races ending there. Because through that corner, side by side, it just isn't possible normally. We did see it at the start, but normally it just isn't on. And Lemmy's down to P2. MJB's in the lead. So he's had a few races away from the tier, or recent in last few weeks. But he's back with a bang at the moment because he's leading the race. It's nice stuff from him. And obviously the second has been broken. And this is going to be important for them to get back because Hobnob will need to use his overtake. Yeah, we're back in that second easy. Sorry, once again. But yeah, Hobnob with a nice DRS opening. Side by side behind. Humph gets through on the Lemmy. Maybe Lemmy struggle a little bit at this point of the race. He had a very consistent start. He looked very nice off the side. Yeah, same in Calendar, to be fair. But to be fair, right, I'll do my little waffle after this sequence. Oh, a bit of contact with Blow and Lemmy. That's a weird one. But Blow's got through. I'll do my little sequence with him in a bit. As we saw some contact, actually. Lemmy, a contact with... I don't know who. Yeah, it's one of those days, isn't it? It's one of those days. Jan's just keep hanging on in there. He needs to just keep going at this point. Simple as that. No retiring early. Just don't do that. It's not worth it. Kuma's on for points. Let's be fair, yeah, it's been very close to this guy. I mean, normally he's a bit further off. But I want to do a little waffle sequence about Lemmy because he's had some very good starts recently. Well, when he's been racing here. Because obviously I've not really seen him as much because, well, probably the game's coming to an end and some people are fed up. Maybe Lemmy's one of those people. Some people doing iRacing. I know Beyond does iRacing and MJB as well. I've seen some of their streams. Well, Beyond, I don't believe MJB streams. I think he does his league races live. Boomba comes through them for P6. Picking up the pieces, eh? As we said, it's been a nice race for Boomba after early struggle. He's just doing his best. I think Lemmy's coming in now to retire. It might be. It might be retirement. Oh, he's just going to put some new tyres on. Just try something different. Don't blame the lad. We're going into T1. That was with the Sauber and the V-Carb. It didn't look like there was a move on there. Jens is still looking. He's obviously persisting. Oh, that was close to the wall. That was close. Very close indeed for Jens. Right. Right, let's go back to the lead. Keep an eye on these boys. They're fighting absolutely brilliantly. It's been a great battle. I mean, Jeddah always provides good racing. I hate the track personally. I can't stand the track, but if you like it, and the racing's always good round there, so yeah, I don't discredit it in that way. I was looking for a move into 22. No, of course not. That's a stupid move to make. Hobnob now coming out of the... Well, through these kinks, who are actually corners. I can't believe they're classified as corners. That was your turn too. Anyway. Hobnob into lead. MJB late. Braking late. It's going to be DRS though for Hobnob. Because I believe he got the detection point. Yes. So maybe MJB was a bit too late on the brakes. Maybe he could have held back. Will Blow look for a move. We've seen crazier things from him. As we now go side by side into turn 1 and 2. MJB trying to assert that position as his. He does. MJB Hobnob looking on the inside of 4. It was never on. It was just the sighter, really. Oh, there's a crash! That's, yes. No, it's not a crash. It's like a Sebastian Vettel spin. 2021, I believe that one happened, but it looked very similar to that one. And it looks like a similar car as well, but they're not in the identical cars. So, action proceeds. Karima receives a 3 seconds. To be fair, Karima is not going to lose places at the moment. Penalty board is the 3-second penalty for the bottom three currently running this race. So, Hobnob. Oh, it's a lot of overspeed. It's like, well, MJB is encouraging the sighter into turn 22. Now, would you really want to encourage that? Now, if someone actually does go from moving to 22, that's potentially you and your rival out, but they're side by side behind. Blow and MJB remain that way. Hump hits the wall slightly on the entry, exit turn 27. DRS open for Blow and MJB! No! Wow. I don't know what to describe that as. That was a very big accident. And now we've got a late safety car. And now we've got a second safety car in this race. Because Blow has crashed out on the straight. With a contact with MJB. Yeah. That's surprising. I mean, I didn't expect to see that one. That was a big shunt for Blow. You don't expect to see those obviously crash on the straight, but it's mental right one moment. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say about that one. That was a very big crash, and that's resulted in Blow DNFing. I'm not really sure what the blame is there. I have to see later. That's one to have a look at, for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, Jens. No, Blow definitely did not crash on purpose. They were side by side. I think they've maybe locked wheels, and it's just gone off spinning on the straight. It's always very weird. It's definitely not on purpose. No way. They were just side by side on the straight, and they've gone. It's very strange. I'm not sure about Natan, because it looked very weird on board, but we have to obviously have a check later. Right, pit lane. We're going to see... I would put mediums on. I don't think the softs would last 5 laps here. But you may go for a gamble. Hump's putting the softs on. May as well. I mean... MJB goes medium. I personally would put the mediums on, but these guys perhaps would know better. Softs for Hobnob as well. Matches Hump's decision. Lemmy's back into the top 3 at the moment with those medium tyres that he put on a few laps ago. So yeah, Lemmy has not really lost out. He's still in that fight. Right. I'm going to take a few minutes. Well, we end the wheel. Yeah, the wheel hooking. I'm not really sure what to say about that one. Actually, that was. We just seen 2 really crazy like wheel hooking. I mean, it was out turn 27. I think maybe one's expected to. Well, maybe one was going over the line a bit for the move. It's a bit overly aggressive, perhaps, on the turn in. Like, not the turn in on the corner, but like on the exit when he comes back to the racing line. Perhaps something like that. Yeah, I'm going to take a minute just to refresh. My throat is killing me. So yeah, we're back in a minute.
Right, safe to go in this lap. I just let myself have a little bit of drink. So yeah, it's been called now for lap 20. We'll have lap 21, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 5 racing laps to go. Out. Hobnob against Hump, and Hobnob's gone. Gone very decisively. It's caught Hump out maybe because Lemmy will look for a move. Lemmy's going to look into turn 1. No, Hump deployed enough. I think Hobnob got the restart absolutely spot on. He caught his rival out there. Obviously, it's not going to be red carpet treatment. It's going to be a lot of fighting to the end here in Saudi Arabia. So, who's gonna come out victorious today, Hump or Hobnob? And obviously, our eyes will be on this championship battle, of course, which we'll probably see. We'll see what will happen. Will that championship be decided? Because Jens is also going for a move around the outside Finsick into turn 13, 14 now, and he's going to go and hold the inside into 15. No, he doesn't. Finsick defended quite well there. Jens did not have the momentum for the move in that occasion. It's a very, very good restart, it has to be said, by Hobnob. He's gained nearly a second on his rival. He's absolutely flown away. Is he using his ERS? I mean, if you break the second, it don't really matter. I mean, Hump's got a red light on. Is he using his ERS? Oh, yeah, it looks like it. So will that be the spell for next week's, for the championship to head to next week in Mexico? Ricardo is looking for a move, isn't he? No, it's too far, way too far. Yaz may look for a move. No, not on this occasion. But obviously, now I just want to quickly just waffle about this championship gap. So I did screw up the mathematics, but Hump needs to have a 72-point gap after today's race to secure the championship. Now, the gap for before this race is 74. So we see Karuma getting past Yaz, but Hobnob is currently reducing that deficit by 4 points. Or 4 points. He got the fastest lap and all. It'd be 68 or 69 points. I want to see fastest lap. Yes, Hobnob's got it. So, yeah, it's going to be 68 points. So that's not enough. Lemmy's going for a move then. So Lemmy's through into P2. He will have 3 seconds to serve. Will be added to his lap time. But will Hump also be able to use the DRS? He maybe went too aggressive with his ERS deployment on that, and he got caught out, which doesn't help. But it's going to be a very good game for Mercedes and the constructors. DRS open for Lemmy. He's going to come back through on Hump. Yes, it's a very simple overtake. Do the softs even low? Oh, he's got 3 seconds. Hump receives 3 seconds for track limits. So obviously that's going to demote him through a lot of positions at the moment. But anything can happen. There's just 3 laps to go in Jeddah. So let's see, could Hump limit the damage in terms of his track limit penalty? And obviously, it's not a disaster, but it's going to delay his championship, which does look inevitable. But it's just a delay. That would be frustrating because I don't believe in CLR has ever been a driver who's won the championship 3 races early. I think the most has been 1 race early. I mean, when I've won the championship, it's been on the final day every time. But yeah, he will be looking at his mirrors now. Hump, obviously, 3 seconds. That opens an opportunity for a driver like Ricardo to get on the podium. Boomber as well. Ricardo could score very good points still for Mercedes. So battle then. MJB coming through on the Hump. He's going to defend on the inside, isn't he? Hump. He's going to try and defend against one of his previous championship rivals, who won't be the championship rival anymore at the moment, because he's going to go for 2 overtakes MJB, And yes, he's got P2 because obviously blows out the race. He was mathematically within a chance to get the championship if he scored 96 points. I would say that's unlikely, and obviously that would have to count Hump with DNFs every race. And MJB, well, if he outscores by 5, he mathematically still has a chance, but I had to calculate because I screwed up earlier. I think that was for Bahrain, so yeah, I'm just waffling again. Right, we have 2 laps to go. I hope my throat can hold on for that long. It's been an absolutely thrilling race. I mean, the attendance was not like massive, but the racing has been brilliant. And yeah, it's been great to see, obviously. Good to see we've got 12 for the 25 laps because it's always been it's an absolute pleasure to commentate here. So we now see Hump just trying to stay there. Now, would it be just a simple run-in for Hobnob? Because it looks like MJB is starting to gain. But is it too little too late? That may be the case. Boomba will look for a move, won't he, on Hump's teammate Ricciardo, who's on for the podium. Now, these drivers here have chances for podium positions. Boomba is one we like to see on the podium. He's been driving. It's been a difficult race. He's got boxing a bit there. Fin6 looking on the inside. Will Boomba defend that? He does get a 3 second, actually. Oh, they're sliding as well. So Boomba does receive a penalty for obviously being off the track and he was side by side. That might be a possible appeal right there. I would probably think he's going to appeal that. But yeah, to be honest, if you're side by side with someone, you do get a warning, which obviously led to a penalty. It does normally result in a removal. But will it be an opportunity for MJB? Because he's actually got into that second. So is this going to be a mad ending to the race? Because MJB is within that second mark on his race rival today, Hobnob. So the DRS is going to open. He'll have two chances. It's not going to be a chance into 22. MJB is going to use it all. Boomba's going to get past Ricardo. We'll keep an eye on this one. 6 tenths, half a second. It's going to happen, isn't it? It's going to be a late dive bomb by MJB as Hobnob out of battery. So we see a light last-minute dive bomb for the win here in Jeddah. MJB goes on the inside and he claims victory here, doesn't he? Because he's going to have the he's got the exit and he's going to claim victory in Jeddah with that last corner dive bomb. MJB wins the race with an absolutely emphatic overtake at the last corner in Jeddah. Brilliant stuff. Vincent gets P4 and Humph gets P6. But that was an absolute steal at the end by MJB. An incredible last corner overtake has won him the race. That was a late dive bomb. Of course, you've got to go for it. It's the last corner. And it was a very clean move. I didn't see anything wrong with that personally. Was that a tap, really? We saw the off-board cam, but that was a lovely... And that's going to earn MJB a win. And that's always nice to see. MJB... Jensen should have put on the medium slugs it. Yeah, told you, mate. Anyway, we're going to wait for the podium to load. And then we'll capture the race director as well on stream. So if obviously any driver needs to appeal the penalty, you don't need to record it, it'll be on the stream. Just make a clip of the race director and yeah, just use it in your ticket if necessary. Hopefully it loads. I want to see what the time is actually. Because F1 Quali's at 9:30. We've got 50. Oh, fair enough. Race gone very quickly, even with 2 safety cars. Right, well done MJB, brilliant win. Hobnob P2, P3 for Lemmy, P4 for Finsick. Ricardo gets 5th, very strong race for him. And Humph gets P6, P7 for Boomba, P8 for Jans, 9th for Kruma and Yaz, all classified. 11th for Blow DNF and Natan DNF. Let me get the full race director now. I'm going to award driver of the day in a moment. Just have a look. Okay, we'll go. I know I'm going to give driver of the day to. Yeah, Jens, of course you think you deserve it. Remind me where you finished? Nah, yeah. Well, Driver of the day for the Jeddah race in CLR Friday, round 17. Yeah, Jens, calm down. Right, I'm gonna give it to Ricardo because this he had a very up and down race. He wasn't fully in the lead. Well, in that P5 position, he did drive very well, a very good pace. Obviously, to stay in the train at points in the race. He also had some. Well, obviously with that safety car, he got double stacked by his teammate, and he had to make places up. So fair play to him. I'm gonna give driver of the day to Ricardo. Very nice P5. Very good points for Merck. Jens, you are not going to get driver of the day. Never in a million years, mate. Never. Anyway, right. So the championship has not been won today because Hobnob outscored Humph by more than 2 points. So the championship will go to Mexico. So I will obviously have a look now at the schedule for CLR next week. Now, Jens, if you did like a good race there, I would award you driver of the day. Right, round 18 then. Thursday next week will be Silverstone, British Grand Prix. Yeah, it's going to be a very fun race. I love that race normally. And Mexico for us next week. Now, Mexico's a difficult track. Personally, I don't like racing there, but I'm sure a lot of our drivers will enjoy the challenge. So, yeah, the championship will be decided. Well, it will not be decided because it was not decided tonight, but there's a good chance of it being decided next week. Humph is in an even better position for next week. The threshold goes down. And, yeah. Yeah, Jens, I mean, fair enough, mate. You get a gold star, I guess, for surviving the race. Anyway, I just want to say, to save the voice, yeah, good night. See you next time.